What's up, guys? Emmanuel Jones here, and we back at with another video. And this time, it's time to do our playoff predictions and to see who's gonna win it all. So before I give you my playoff predictions, don't forget to put a thumbs up to like video, subscribe to my channel for more options, and don't forget to comment down your pin below to see who you think is gonna win it all. So we're gonna get started here. So we got the wild card matchup here. We got the we're gonna do the AFC. So we got the Cleveland Browns versus the Houston Texans. This game right here is gonna be fun to watch. It could go either way, but both these two teams are kind of similar to each other. But I know some people are going to be picking the Texans because of CJ Stroud, but last time when these two teams play, I mean, the Browns kind of whooped them, and Amari Cooper, had a big day. Like no one can really cover him in this game. So yeah, that's pretty much why. So I feel like it's going to be that, the Browns, this game might be a factor because Texans defense, they're pretty good, but they're not special. So the Browns defense, I think their defense could definitely be tough to defend. Their defense could be tough to run on other times, and plus, the Texans, they like to their offense sometimes struggle against good defenses, but sometimes CJ Stroud looks good against them. So I just kind of really feel like that when I look at the Texans, they like to throw the ball down the field. And, the Browns, and I feel like this is a good matchup for the Browns because I think they have the corners to cover the Browns, Texans receivers. And then, they have the pass rush to get after CJ Stroud and all that. And then, they have the offense to move the ball against them. But I don't really know. I think they can run the ball a little bit, but I think they're going to throw the ball a little bit as well. Because Texans secondary, it's kind of iffy, and I think Joe Flacco has the ability to make some throws down the field, especially against a young secondary in Houston. Even though the Texans defense is good, I think this game right here is going to be very interesting to see. But I'm going to go with the Cleveland Browns to win this game because I just think the Browns are an overall better version of the Texans. So, yeah, that's pretty much why. And then you got the Miami Dolphins versus the Kansas City Chiefs. This is another game that can go either way. Now, most people might say the Dolphins could win this game because the Chiefs' offense has been falling apart a little bit. And especially, like I said, the Chiefs can easily, make this first round playoff exit, if they can't get things right. And all of a sudden, they're starting to get things right a little bit. Now, they're offensively, they're not really good. Their receiving core is just Rashee Rice, it's just Justin Watson, and then Travis Kelce, but he's having a down year. And then Isaiah Pacheco, he is a stud. The offensive line, it's okay, but it hasn't been good all year. But the defense is pretty good. And, Miami, is dealing with some injuries, though, on defense. But they're really good, but they're dealing with some injuries on defense. Baker might not play. Van Giggle might not play. And we already know that Bradley Chubb and Jalen Fields are all out for the season. And we don't know about Howard playing. And we don't know about Holland playing. We don't really know about Jalen Waddle and Raheem Mostert. So the Dolphins Dolphins are banged up with a lot of injuries here. So I feel like with the injuries to the Dolphins defense, it's probably going to help the Chiefs offense, move the ball. It's going to help them run the ball on them. Because, sometimes Miami is not good against the run, but they kind of are a little bit. So I think the Chiefs are going to have success running the ball in this game. And especially on defense, I think they can do enough to at least, slow down the Dolphins' offense, Like we seen last time when these two teams played, the Chiefs really won that matchup, and they really shut down Tyreek Hill. And I think as long as they can shut him down or cover him, I think the Chiefs can have a way to win this game. I think, if you take Tyreek Hill away and you just make them throw the ball to other people, that'll be really good. The Chiefs matchup with the Dolphins really good. So I feel like if you take away if they take away Travis Kelce, if they take away Tyreek Hill, you just make them throw the ball to other people. That's what I know, because Tyreek Hill, guys may not have an answer for him because he's gonna start getting open, on like some snaps. So I kind of really feel like, that I think the Chiefs, I think this game right here is going to be close, but I think it's going to be a little bit of a low scoring game. But I will be taking the Kansas City Chiefs to win this game straight up 24-20. And then you moving on to another wild card matchup. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers versus Buffalo Bills. Bills are this game right here can go either way. It's going to be fun to watch, but as I look at the Steelers, the Steelers offense has definitely been playing really good over the past couple of weeks because they literally put up 30 points over the last couple of weeks, and all of a sudden, their offense, it did not really look as good last week because they only had 17, but especially the defense has played really well. But the bad news is that it ain't going to be no TJ Watt this week. So with TJ Watt out, I think that might help for the Bills offense to at least like have success here because the Steelers' weakness could be their secondary where they cannot stop the pass, but they can stop the run okay. So I think the Bills' offense might go off in this game. Because I thought Josh Allen had a really good game last week, put up 359 yards and all that. So, yeah. So I think this game right here will be a little bit interesting though, but I don't know if the Steelers are going to be able to keep up because I'm too concerned about their passing offense. I say the Bills win this game right here because I think the Bills have a better passing offense. They have better pass offense. And their run offense is really good. And then, they kind of have a better defense in my opinion. I think they can do enough to at least give Mason Rudolph and the Steelers offense a lot of issues because they know the Steelers' weakness could be their red zone offense where they cannot score a lot of points. So, yeah, I'll take the Bills to win this game 23 to I'll take them to win 23-20, something like that, or 23-13, something like that. So yeah, I got the Bills. That's why I got the Bills winning. Next game we go to the NFC. We got the Philadelphia Eagles versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is going to be another rematch. So obviously, like I've been saying before, the Eagles got to get right for the playoffs because now we know they already clinched a playoff spot, but they've been 1-4 in the last 5 games, and the Eagles have not been looking as good so far. They're losing games they shouldn't have been losing, and all of a sudden we seen that they lost to the Giants last week, and all of a sudden they lost to the worst team in the league, in Arizona Cardinals. And then they lost to the Seahawks that don't got Geno Smith. And then they lost to 2 good teams like the Cowboys and 49ers. So the Eagles have not been looking so good so far. So the Eagles have been starting to fall apart. While Tampa Bay, they already clinched a playoff spot. So Tampa Bay has been looking really good so far. So I think this game right here could be definitely close here. It could be competitive though, but I just don't really like how the way Tampa Bay. I like how the way Tampa Bay is playing right now. I think they can keep this game close. I mean, the offense, they're starting to develop a lot, and Baker Mayfield's playing really good. And then and I feel like Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, those guys might go off in this game. But we don't know about the Eagles because they got some injuries because AJ Brown and Devonta Smith and Jalen Hurts are all banged up with some injuries. So DeAndre Swift. Now defense is pretty much healthy, but we don't know if Slay's gonna play. But if he plays, maybe he'll be a good matchup for Mike Evans because I don't think nobody on the Eagles cornerbacks can cover Mike Evans. So I feel like if they take away Mike Evans and you make them throw the ball to other people, I think the Eagles can definitely have a chance to win this game. So I just kind of really feel that I think the Eagles, if they get their players back healthy, I think their offense is gonna be kind of be tough to stop. You can't I don't even know they're gonna be able to cover AJ Brown, Devonta Smith 1-on-1 because those guys might torch them and all that. So yeah, I just kind of really feel like this game right here will be interesting. It's gonna be close. I think Todd Bowles gonna find a way to at least he comes up with a good game plan against Jalen Hurts. He's pretty much prepared with these mobile quarterbacks. So I think he can find a way to at least like confuse Jalen Hurts at some other games, and then all of a sudden Jalen Hurts will just like go off. But you know what though? I should be a good game to watch, but I think it's gonna be a little bit of a high scoring game. But I'm gonna take the Philadelphia Eagles to win this game 31-27. I just think the Eagles are gonna get it right this time. Cause like I said, like we can easily see them make this first playoff exit. They don't get things right, but I think Philly finds a way to go on the road and win this game. Now, another NFC matchup, we got the LA Rams versus the Detroit Lions. This game right here can go either way. Now, most people could be on the Lions because they're at home, and Jared Goff is more comfortable in the dome, and this is not outdoor. But I think this game right here should be fun to watch because Stafford's turned to Detroit. Well, you can argue about both quarterbacks because I feel like Jared Goff could definitely be a top 10 quarterback at some time moments, and Matthew Stafford could be. But I just kind of really feel like, when you look at, the Rams, offensively, they're really good on offense, and the Lions are really good on offense as well. So, and also both defenses are really good, but their secondaries are kind of sketchy because, sometimes the Rams cannot stop the pass, and all of a sudden the Lions cannot do it. But I think it could be an offensive game because, Amon-Ra St. Brown is tough to cover. Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua are tough to cover. So yeah, so I think that's kind of a tough offense to stop. Like I can see this game like being a high scoring game, being like the 30s and 40s. I can really see that happening though. But I think the game right here is going to be very close. It's going to be interesting to watch. Well, but I'm going to go with the upset. I'm going to go with the LA Rams to win this game right here, 34-31. I just think the Rams, are going to do a good job offensively moving the ball. And I think their defense is going to like make some plays like confuse Jared Goff. Like they have a really good pass rush that can really get after the Lions all O-line and get after Jared Goff. And then their secondary is pretty much underrated. I think they can find a way to at least like take away St. Brown in some games. So yeah, I think they keep this game close, but I think the Rams are going to pull it off. Next game, you got the Green Bay Packers versus the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys are fit. This game right here is gonna be fun to watch. Now, most people might be picking Green Bay to win because Green Bay, pretty much owns Dallas. But this is when Aaron Rodgers was playing with the Cowboys. But obviously, this is a different Cowboys team that the Packers are playing against because this is gonna be Jordan Love versus the Cowboys defense. Now the question is that will Jordan Love be able to get the ball out quick? Which that's the answer. Well, will he be able to get the ball out quick? Will he be able to will he be able to at least like will the Packers be able to run the ball? Which I don't really know. I don't really think the Green Bay offense is going to be able to run the ball really well because the Cowboys defense, run defense, is pretty good, but they can get ran on. And we know, sometimes their defense gets ran on a little bit. But I just kind of really feel like when you look at Green Bay, offensively they're starting to improve. And Jordan Love, he's improving. The offense, young offense is starting to improve. But I just kind of really feel like this is a tough matchup for Green Bay on the road because Dallas has a really good defense. We don't know about Gilmore playing, but if he plays, I think he'll find a really good matchup for either Jaden Reed or Christian Watson if he plays. And all of a sudden, even without Christian Watson, Green Bay's been winning some games. And Deron Bland has been a baller and all that, so that's a player you can look out for. I just think the Dallas defense might find a way to at least like get after the Packers defense. Like I just kind of really feel like Green Bay's weakness is probably their run defense. Sometimes they cannot stop the run, and Cowboys kind of have a bad rush offense. But I think Dallas can run the ball on them, and usually the Packers defense is usually bad against the pass. So I think maybe Dallas can throw the ball on them, and I think Dak Prescott's gonna have a lot of time to throw the ball against guys like CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, Jake Ferguson, and these other guys. I mean, CeeDee Lamb's been pretty much uncoverable. So that will be a tough matchup to see. But if Jair plays, I think he can cover CeeDee Lamb. But if he doesn't, I don't think nobody on the Packers can cover him because he's a difference maker. So yeah, I think the Cowboys. I think this game right here is going to be very close. I think it will be competitive, but I'm going to take the Dallas Cowboys to win this game 23-20 because the Cowboys are just a more complete team. They have the better quarterback. They're at home, so yeah. That's why I got the Cowboys moving on to the divisional round. So we got the AFC. So we got the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills. This game right here is going to be interesting to watch. This is Mahomes' first road game in years. I believe he hasn't played a road game in like forever. So this is like the first time he's going to be doing the playoffs. So obviously the game right here can go either way because I think when you look at the matchup, I just think when you look at Buffalo, I just kind of really feel like Buffalo, could be a tough matchup for the Chiefs because last time these two teams play, the Bills really won that game, and it was due to the Kadarius Toney being offsides. So yeah, I think the Bills, this is another rematch. I kind of really feel like most people could be taking the Bills to win because it's in Buffalo. But I don't really know if it matters, though, because usually Buffalo's defense don't really play really good against good teams because sometimes good teams will just go on the road into Buffalo and just torch them. Like, yeah, they'll just do that. But at the same time, the Chiefs, their offense is not good. But I think Mahomes can do enough to torch the Bills' defense. And the Chiefs' defense can do enough to at least like give the Bills' offense issues because they already know that Josh Allen is a turnover machine, and he's been turning the ball over a lot. So yeah, that'll be a factor. But I think the Chiefs' offense might make more plays, and I think the defense can. And I think the Bills' offense, they can make some plays too. But I don't really know because it's gonna be tough to watch. But I think this game right here is gonna be very close and competitive. But I'm gonna take the Kansas City Chiefs to win this game to go back to the AFC Championship game. I will say take the Chiefs to win this game. 20. I'm gonna say they win 23-16, something like that. And then you got the Cleveland Browns versus the Baltimore Ravens. This is another rematch. Baltimore, this is January Joe turning to Baltimore. And I just think this game right here can go either way because, like I said, Joe Flacco has been a baller and Lamar Jackson's been a baller. So, yeah. But both defenses are very good. Like, the Ravens defense could be the best in football, again, along with the Browns. Like, it can be because I just kind of really feel like when you look at, Baltimore. Last time these two teams played, the Browns went into Baltimore and beat them, and then the Baltimore went in Cleveland and beat them. So yeah, so obviously this game right here is going to be very interesting to watch, but at the same time, I'm going to take the Baltimore Ravens to win this game to go on to the AFC Championship, and I'm going to say the Ravens win this game 23-20. And then you got the NFC divisional round. We got the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Dallas Cowboys, another division game. This game right here can definitely go either way. But at the same time, most people could think the Eagles can go back to the NFC Championship game, which I don't really know if they're going to or not. Because I think that the Philadelphia Eagles, because we know the Eagles, sometimes are not good on defense, but sometimes they are good on defense. And we know Dallas defense is very, very good as well. So obviously, this game right here is going to be very interesting, though. But if this game was in Philly, I could definitely lean towards the Eagles to win this game. But since this game's in Dallas, I'm going to be taking the Dallas Cowboys to win this game right straight up in a close one, 30-24 fashion to move on to the NFC Championship. And then you got the another division game. We got the LA Rams versus San Francisco 49ers. This game right here could definitely go either way. Obviously, you know, last I think the Niners lost at home against them because I think they kind of blew that game due to the fact that Sam Darnold had a lost fumble. So yeah, I mean the Rams kind of beat the Niners on the road and all that, but you know what? I'm going to take the 49ers to win this game because I think the 49ers, are just a more complete team. And I just kind of really feel like, their defense is matched up well with the Rams' offense. And I think they can give Stafford issues. And I think the offense with Brock Purdy is going to go off. So that's why I think the Niners win this game. So we got to move on to the NFC, move on to the championship game. We got the AFC championship game. We have the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore, this game right here can definitely go either way. But obviously, most people think the Chiefs are going to go back to the Super Bowl. But I don't really know because sometimes their offense can definitely struggle in a bit. And I think the Ravens can match up well with the Chiefs really good because they have good corners, they have safeties. Maybe they can take away Kelsey because Kelsey's been having a down year. And, the Chiefs, don't really have any good receivers and all that. And also, I felt the Ravens kind of have better receivers because Zay Flowers has been a really good wide receiver for this team. Odell has been really good. I think those guys can be tough to cover, and so is Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely. I think the Ravens can move the ball against them, but obviously, I think it's going to be a close game. I don't see it being a blowout unless the Ravens get a lead early. So I'm going to take the Ravens to win this game to move on to the Super Bowl. Then we got the NFC Championship game. We have the Dallas Cowboys versus San Francisco 49ers. This game this is another rematch. Dallas, is really good. Dallas, sometimes, cannot beat the teams over 500, but we seen San Fran destroy them. It's because the offense was not doing well and the defense couldn't really do nothing. But I think they can keep this game close if Dallas, if they can find a way to at least give the Niners offense issues and then their offense just consistently move the ball. I think Dallas can have a chance to win this game. But if this game's in Dallas, I can pick the Cowboys. But given that the game's in San Fran, I'm going to take the 49ers to go back to the Super Bowl for the first time in like 2 or 3 years. I think the Niners find a way to win this game to go back to the Super Bowl. I'm going to say 23-20, and then I'm going to say Ravens win this game like 24-20, something like that. So, yeah. Then you got Super Bowl. You got the 49ers versus the Baltimore Ravens. Obviously, this game right here can definitely go either way. But now they're saying that the Niners, that both teams are favored to win the Super Bowl this year. But it's hard to kind of really choose. But obviously, the Niners might want that revenge because, the Niners, lost to them, during Christmas where, Brock Purdy, lost the Niners that game because of them 4 interceptions that he threw. So obviously, I think if the Niners can get right, I think they have a chance to at least win this game. So, by the way, I'm going to take the Baltimore Ravens to win the Super Bowl this year because I think Lamar Jackson could definitely be MVP. And, he could definitely, he's definitely the best quarterback, in my opinion. I think, the Ravens could be the overall better team. I mean, they overall could have the better defense, in my opinion. I think they can definitely give Brock Purdy some issues and all that. And I think the Ravens offense can move the ball against them like they did before. So, yeah, I think it will be close, but I am going to take the Ravens to win this Super Bowl in this game 27-24. Well, those are all my playoff predictions for this week. So, yeah, so I'll be doing my wild card predictions pretty soon. So, yeah. So, thank you guys for watching. And if you disagree with me, just let me know in the comment section below who you got winning it all. Well, this is Emmanuel Jones for Big Fan. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys later. Peace.